The achievement is supposed to be the pyramid above us that rises out of the desert floor. But actually, it's this labyrinth. These tunnels just keep on going on and on and on.
Cleopatra, the mysterious queen of ancient Egypt, has captivated scholars for centuries. Her tomb, along with that of Marc Anthony, has remained elusive. However, recent research conducted over the past 2 decades has provided promising clues that could potentially unveil their final resting places. Join us as we delve into the discoveries that are bringing archaeologists closer to unraveling the mystery of Cleopatra's tomb. Plutarch, an ancient Greek writer, documented the final moments of Cleopatra and her husband Marc Anthony. According to his biography, Antony died by falling on a sword when Augustus and his Roman forces invaded Egypt and captured Alexandria. Cleopatra was with him until his last breath and then interred him in her mausoleum. After 2 weeks, Cleopatra herself passed away, although the exact cause of her death remains unknown. It is believed that she may have been bitten by an asp. Her body was laid to rest next to Antony's in the mausoleum. Tragically, their children, Marcus Antonius and Ptolemy Caesar, were also killed by the Roman forces, and it is possible that their bodies were placed in the mausoleum as well. However, the location of Cleopatra's mausoleum, along with much of ancient Alexandria, remains unknown. Recent discoveries of 2 mummies from the time of Cleopatra have sparked excitement among researchers. These mummies, found at Deposaurus Magna, were covered in gold leaf, suggesting that they may have had a connection to Cleopatra. Despite water damage, the mummies have been identified as a man and a woman through X-ray analysis. Some experts speculate that the mummies discovered might have belonged to influential priests who played a role in upholding the pharaoh's power. One of the mummies stands out due to a gold leaf painting of a scarab, symbolizing rebirth. It is intriguing to note that, despite extensive searches conducted over centuries, no tombs of Ptolemaic pharaohs, including Cleopatra, have ever been found. Dr. Kathleen Martinez has dedicated more than 14 years to leading excavations at Taposiris Magna, fueled by her strong belief that Cleopatra's tomb could be located there. However, only a small section of the vast site has been explored thus far, as it holds a connection to the renowned Egyptian queen. During their meticulous research, the team of experts uncovered a burial chamber housing 2 mummies. Employing utmost precision, they carefully removed a limestone slab, offering a glimpse at the mummies through a small aperture. Noteworthy discoveries at the site include a headless statue of King Ptolemy IV, who is considered one of Cleopatra's ancestors, as well as a foundation plate indicating the temple's dedication to the goddess Isis. This particular detail serves as a crucial clue in the ongoing quest for Cleopatra's elusive tomb. Of significant importance, more than 200 coins bearing Cleopatra's name and likeness were unearthed at the temple altar where priests once performed their religious rituals. These coins not only establish a direct link between Cleopatra and Taposiris Magna, but also depict a captivating image of the queen. It is worth mentioning that this representation may differ from the popularized Hollywood portrayal by Elizabeth Taylor. Egyptologist Dr. Glenn Goodenow explains that these coins reflect Cleopatra's desired image, as they were minted according to her specific instructions. The discovery of these coins holds great value as they provide a valuable means of dating archaeological sites. Furthermore, their presence within the Isis temple strongly indicates its usage during Cleopatra's reign, thus reinforcing the historical connection between the temple and Cleopatra's era. Undoubtedly, these findings carry significant weight and contribute to the ongoing pursuit of unraveling the mystery surrounding the missing tomb of Cleopatra. The search for Cleopatra's tomb has captivated archaeologists for centuries, and their determination has not wavered. Nearly 2 decades ago, archaeologists from the University of Santo Domingo embarked on this quest and have now made a significant breakthrough. The recent announcement by the Egyptian Ministry for Tourism and Antiquities revealed the discovery of a remarkable tunnel measuring 1,305 meters in length, located 13 meters below the ground. This engineering marvel has astounded architectural experts, showcasing the advanced skills of the ancient Egyptians. Through their excavation efforts, a vast religious center comprising 3 sanctuaries and a sacred lake has been unveiled. Furthermore, over 1,500 objects, including busts, golden artifacts, statues, and a substantial collection of coins depicting Alexander the Great, Queen Cleopatra, and the Ptolemies, have been found. Of utmost significance is the intricate network of tunnels leading to the Mediterranean Sea, including underwater structures. This archaeological journey commenced in 2005, and the researchers' dedication to uncovering Cleopatra's burial place has remained unwavering. However, it is important to note that their motivation stems from admiration for Cleopatra as a historical figure rather than an obsessive pursuit. Cleopatra was an exceptional icon of her time, highly educated and potentially one of the first women to receive formal education at the museum in Alexandria, an uncommon privilege during that era. Her association with the cultural center exemplified her commitment to knowledge. Her tragic demise, allowing an asp to bite her after Marc Anthony's death in her arms, has perpetuated her image as a character of great sorrow, immortalized in art and literature throughout history. The mystery of Cleopatra's tomb has intrigued researchers for centuries. Recent discoveries suggest her final resting place may be located in the Temple of Osiris in the ruined city of Osiris Magna. Cleopatra's association with the goddess Isis and Antony's connection to the god Osiris have led experts to believe that they might have been buried together in this temple. Renowned archaeologist Zahi Hawass supports this theory. The search for Cleopatra's tomb is ongoing, and this finding brings us closer to unraveling the secrets of this historical figure. The Temple of Osiris Magna emerges as a strong contender for Cleopatra's tomb. This temple holds immense importance due to Cleopatra's deep connection with the goddess Isis and her husband Marc Antony's association with Osiris. Situated within the ancient boundaries of Alexandria, yet beyond Roman control, it provided a secure sanctuary for Cleopatra's burial, as she feared that the Romans would desecrate her remains. The temple's political significance and its ties to the Assyrian mysteries further enhance its importance in relation to Cleopatra. Various historical accounts, including writings by Plutarch, attest to the temple's significance. Some even mention that the revered Alexander the Great himself visited the sacred site. These historical references contribute to the growing belief among researchers that if Cleopatra chose Osiris Magna as the burial place for her beloved Antony, it is highly probable that she also selected it for her own eternal rest. When considering all the factors at play, Osiris Magna stands out as the most fitting location among the many temples in Alexandria, meeting all the necessary conditions that align with the possible location of Cleopatra's tomb. The temple's strong religious and political ties to Cleopatra, its relative safety from Roman interference, and its historical significance make it a compelling candidate worthy of thorough investigation and the ongoing search for Cleopatra's final resting place. During that particular period, the region in this vicinity was known as Peruta, later translated to Greek as Busiris, and is now commonly recognized as Abu Sir. Interestingly, there are approximately 14 different locations in Egypt bearing that same name, all associated with the legend of Isis and Osiris. According to the myth, Osiris, the husband of Isis, was slain by his brother Seth, who scattered his body parts along the Nile. Through her magical abilities, Isis managed to gather the fragmented pieces and resurrect Osiris, giving birth to their son, Horus. In the past, Ptolemy II established the city of Osiris Magna, which had a connection to this myth. The temple, dedicated to both Isis and Osiris, was initially mentioned by Strabo, a resident of Alexandria around 25 BCE. The name Busiris was assigned to this location due to its association with the burial place of Osiris. This is one of the reasons why the temple paid homage to both Isis and Osiris. In 2005, Zahi Hawass and his team commenced an excavation at the Osiris Magna Temple with the specific aim of locating Cleopatra's tomb. The excavation efforts encompassed both the interior and exterior of the temple, yielding promising findings. On the first level, they discovered the foundations of limestone chambers built parallel to the north wall. The floors were also adorned with limestone, and a pottery vessel, once used for storing oil for ceremonial blessings, was unearthed. Several similar containers with Greek inscriptions on their seals were also discovered. Moreover, a headless statue of a king or queen was found beneath one of the walls. Continuing their exploration, the team advanced to the second level of the temple. Here, they revealed architectural elements dating back to the late Roman era, prompting speculation whether this section of the temple could have been constructed during Cleopatra's time. This level, situated on a staircase, featured a rectangular structure comprising 3 rooms of varying sizes. An intriguing discovery was a new entrance at the end of the eastern wall, leading to a hall with 2 smaller rooms on either side. However, the purpose of these rooms remains undetermined. The rooms are separated by a tunnel, ultimately leading to another spacious chamber. These ongoing excavations at Cleopatras Magna offer compelling insights and raise further questions regarding the potential connection between Cleopatra and the temple. The findings contribute to the ever-growing puzzle surrounding the search for Cleopatra's elusive tomb, shedding light on the historical significance of the temple and its relevance to the renowned queen. There is a belief that the room discovered in the excavation could have served as the residence for the Roman camp commander. Moving on, the team found the third level, located to the west of the Roman house. They noticed limestone again when they encountered a set of 5 steps made of this rock, leading to a courthouse. As for the fourth level, it revealed the foundations of residences that were likely used by the priest of the Ptolemaic temple. Throughout the excavations, the team achieved significant breakthroughs both within and outside the temple premises. They uncovered shafts that led to various remarkable findings, including skeletons and artifacts dating back to the Ptolemaic and Roman eras. Notably, the temple featured a rectangular building foundation, which likely served as a chapel devoted to the temple deities. At the western end of this structure, an altar was discovered, leading to the sanctuary where they encountered the chapel dedicated to the revered goddess Isis. Additionally, an arm from a statue portraying Epicrates was unearthed, adding to the collection of remarkable artifacts. The temple's profound devotion to the divine triad of Osiris, Isis, and Horus was visibly evident through the intricate details and architectural elements. It provided a vivid glimpse into Cleopatra's deep reverence for these gods. During the excavation process, the team encountered a shaft near the temple's interior which featured rock-cut niches functioning as stairs. These niches extended to an impressive depth of 25 meters, revealing the hidden depths and complexity of the temple structure. These remarkable discoveries within and around the temple site offer valuable insights into the religious and historical significance of the Cleopatras Magna. They provide compelling evidence of Cleopatra's connection to the temple and her devotion to the divine beings honored within its sacred walls. The artifacts and architectural features further enrich our understanding of the temple's role in ancient Egyptian religious practices and shed light on Cleopatra's spiritual beliefs. During the excavation process, an unfortunate discovery was made when a skeleton was found alongside a gold collar within a shaft. This finding suggested that the individual had been left inside the shaft and was never recovered, indicating a tragic and untimely demise. As the excavation continued to a depth of 28 meters, another skeleton was uncovered. It was believed that this skeleton had been left in the shaft following the destruction of the temple, as objects belonging to the temple rulers were discovered beneath it. The excavation team persisted in their efforts and delved even deeper, reaching a depth of 35 meters beneath the temple. It was at this depth that they encountered a third skeleton, belonging to a woman who had tragically lost her life during childbirth. This poignant discovery was accompanied by intriguing artifacts, including a statue of Alexander the Great, held in the woman's right hand, a ring on her left hand, and a chain with a snake amulet around her right ankle. These personal items provided insight into the individual's identity and added a layer of emotional depth to the excavation. Additionally, the team unearthed another shaft that appeared to be a potential entrance to a tomb. However, the researchers faced a significant challenge due to the high water table in the area. Despite this obstacle, they made noteworthy discoveries within the debris of the shaft. Numerous Rhodian amphorae with intact seals, bearing the names of both the factory and the priest, were found. These vessels, known for transporting the renowned Rhodian wine, dated back to the 3rd century BCE, offering valuable historical context to the site. As the exploration continued, several rooms were uncovered. In one of these rooms, beneath the Byzantine floor level, an alabaster head of a queen was found. The stylistic characteristics strongly indicated that the bust belonged to none other than Queen Cleopatra herself. The resemblance between the bust and the depiction of Cleopatra on coins provided some compelling evidence supporting this conclusion. However, it is important to note that while these findings provide significant insights into Cleopatra's era and likeness, her actual tomb has yet to be discovered. Further progress and research are needed in the ongoing quest to unravel the mysteries surrounding Cleopatra's final resting place. The excavations yielded significant discoveries, shedding light on the temple's history and providing insights into the individuals buried within. However, not everyone holds an optimistic view regarding the possibility of finding Cleopatra's tomb at Taposiris Magna. A group of experts concluded that it is unlikely for Cleopatra to have been buried there. Many scholars believe that Cleopatra's final resting place is likely within Alexandria, which is now submerged underwater. Despite the ongoing interest in finding Cleopatra's tomb, there is currently no substantial evidence supporting the notion that it could be located at Taposiris Magna. Although some theories linking the temple to Cleopatra exist, they are not deemed sufficient. Discovering coins and busts alone does not provide conclusive evidence, as similar artifacts have been found in other parts of the country. It is important to recognize that the presence of such items does not necessarily indicate the presence of Cleopatra's tomb.
The achievement is supposed to be the pyramid above us that rises out of the desert
Many scholars
floor.
believe that Alexandria is the
But
most
actually,
likely
it's
location
this
of
labyrinth.
Cleopatra's tomb.
These tunnels just keep
However,
on going
due to
on
coastal
and
erosion
on
over the
and
centuries,
on.
parts of the city, including Cleopatra's palace, are now underwater. Even if the tomb is not underwater, there is a high probability that it has been destroyed or buried beneath modern-day development in Alexandria. Additionally, there's a chance that it was loaded in ancient times, as some scholars suggest. If by some miraculous chance the tomb has survived thousands of years of cultural and natural changes, it would be an incredible discovery. However, natural disasters like earthquakes and the encroachment of seawater could have buried or submerged it. Cleopatra's palace, for example, is now confirmed to be underwater. While there have been efforts to search for her palace, there are currently no ongoing projects specifically focused on searching for her tomb underwater. Despite the challenges, it's important to note that Cleopatra was the last ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty, which traces its lineage back to Ptolemy Soter, one of Alexander the Great's generals. Although references to Alexander's tomb exist in ancient writings, archaeologists have yet discovered the burial sites of the Ptolemaic rulers, including Cleopatra. The reality is that the locations of Alexander's tomb and those of the other 15 Ptolemaic rulers remain unknown. It is possible that Cleopatra's tomb would have been located near her Ptolemaic predecessors, further complicating the search. While this might seem disheartening, it is important to recognize the incredible find of the tunnel itself. The team of archaeologists from Egypt and the Dominican Republic discovered that the tunnel served as a water source for the ancient people, which is a fascinating discovery in its own right. The importance of this location cannot be overstated. This tunnel, constructed by the ancient Egyptians, stands at a height of 6.6 feet and is situated approximately 65 feet below the surface. It is a remarkable feat of engineering, resembling Greek's Eupalanos Tunnel, which is renowned as one of the most impressive ancient engineering accomplishments. The Taposiris Magna Temple, where the tunnel was discovered, is a complex site. Some parts of the temple are submerged underwater, while the remaining sections have endured damage from multiple earthquakes. Research has determined that the tunnel was constructed during the Ptolemaic period, which spanned from 304 BC to 30 BC. This period refers to the time when Egypt was under the rule of a dynasty of kings, descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals. Currently, a team of archaeologists is embarking on a new mission, planning a series of underwater excavations to explore the possibility of Cleopatra's tomb being located in this area. The team is currently focusing their efforts on exploring the submerged areas in the hopes of uncovering more information. While it is still too early to determine the full extent and purpose of the tunnels, the team remains optimistic about their findings. The significance of Cleopatra's tomb cannot be overstated. In comparison to other mausoleums dedicated to renowned historical leaders, like the one of Augustus in Rome, which still stand today, many tombs have unfortunately fallen victim to plundering and the ravages of time. However, there have been exceptional cases such as the intact tomb of Philip II of Macedon, the father of Alexander the Great, discovered in Virginia during the 1970s. This extraordinary find provided invaluable insights into the Macedonian royal family and court for several decades. Imagine the wealth of knowledge that would be gained if a similar discovery of Cleopatra's intact tomb were to be made. Egyptologists, classicists, archaeologists, and ancient historians would collectively find answers to numerous long-standing questions about ancient Egypt. It is important to note that our current understanding of Cleopatra and her reign primarily relies on ancient Greek and Roman literary sources, making the discovery of her tomb even more significant in shedding light on her life and legacy. The information we have about Cleopatra is not entirely reliable, as it was written after her death by individuals who held a hostile attitude towards the Egyptian queen. Unfortunately, we have very limited knowledge about Cleopatra from the Egyptian perspective. However, the few discoveries that have been made paint a different picture of her. Therefore, the potential discovery of her tomb holds the promise of providing an unfiltered glimpse into her life. On the other hand, there are ethical considerations surrounding such a discovery. Some argue that Cleopatra should be allowed to rest in peace, considering the challenges she faced during her lifetime. It is important to acknowledge the ethical dimensions of uncovering her tomb and to approach the matter with sensitivity. Nonetheless, there is no denying that the discovery of Cleopatra's tomb would be an immensely significant archaeological find. The question of excavating Cleopatra's tomb is complex and controversial. There are arguments both in favor and against the idea. On one hand, the excavation could provide valuable insights into Cleopatra's life, her reign, and the ancient world she lived in. This knowledge would enhance our understanding of ancient Egypt, its history, and culture. It would also contribute to the preservation of human knowledge. Additionally, the discovery of such a significant archaeological site could attract tourists and benefit the local economy. On the other hand, there are ethical concerns associated with excavating Cleopatra's tomb. It raises questions about the mistreatment of the deceased. Would it be considered disrespectful to disturb Cleopatra's resting place? There is also the potential for damage to the site when researchers remove its contents. It is important to consider the views of the Egyptian people and their stance on such an excavation. Certainly, the remains of Cleopatra are an essential part of Egypt's cultural heritage, and they should be treated with respect. There is a real risk that the excavation process could cause damage to these precious artifacts, which could be irreversible and render all efforts pointless. We must be mindful of the potential impact on the local community. Excavating a tomb is a sensitive and emotional matter for many people who believe that the deceased should be left undisturbed. It's crucial to respect the community's feelings while pursuing knowledge. Ultimately, we need to carefully consider both the advantages and disadvantages of excavating Cleopatra's tomb. Excavations must prioritize careful preservation and the sharing of knowledge rather than solely acquiring artifacts. Despite everything, Cleopatra's legacy continues to endure. And that just about brings us to the end of today's video. What did you think about it? Please let us know in the comment box all of your thoughts about Cleopatra, about her enduring legacy. Do you think that Cleopatra was the modern-day embodiment of the goddess Isis, as many people do? I'm very curious to know your thoughts, so please make sure you leave them in the comment box below. Also, if you did like our video, we appreciate that, and we would appreciate it even more if you hit the like button, and make sure you share it with all your friends and family. Do you have any fellow fans of archaeology or Egyptology in your inner circle that may enjoy hearing our video and seeing the video today? If so, make sure you share it with them. We would love for you to share the knowledge with them from our channel. If we also would ask one more favor of you, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel while you're at it. All you got to do is press that notification bell, and it will immediately let you know whenever we have new uploads for you here on our channel. We sincerely appreciate you spending time with us today, and we look forward to catching up with you in our next video. Have the best rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.